night 2 in the vehicle. And I believe I've been back now a week. Slept a little better yesterday. Maybe it's normalizing a bit because I woke up at 4 a.m. That is pretty much been like that forever. Only place that doesn't work is in Southeast Asia. I would have loved to get to that sleeping schedule because I would have been able to show up at work at noon local time here and work till, you know, up till noon local time in Southeast Asia. Never worked out like that. I could never get my normal sleep schedule in the United States is it is not unusual for me to want to go to bed at 7, 8. 9 is probably normal. 10 is late at night, and I will wake up generally 4. 5 also, but 6 is completely sleeping in. A bit of a waiting game going on. Still scouting cost on hotels. Even looking out like in Prim, and I've stayed for weeks out at Prim. I did stay at the I think it's called the Gold Spike, which closed out there. That was, man, that was a really rough joint. The toilet was jacked up bad when I was there. It was it was going downhill fast. I think it lasted probably 3 or 4 years past that time. I don't think anybody. The state line is such a weird one because I don't know anybody. I'm from Southern California. Sometimes we got broke at state line, but I don't think anybody that comes to known as state line, which is the crossover to where you can gamble. And it was more of a, I don't know, they had a mall there and everything. So, I mean, people would, you know, get off there. That and the alien jerky one, the one that's down on the California side. They got these real strawberry shakes and alien jerky. Yeah, I certainly purchased a car because I'm going to use it to get to work. It worked out like this. I wasn't sure how the whole landing was going to go. I didn't have much plans. And to make clear, maybe I'll end up living in my car. There's no doubt about that. I am definitely broke enough, but you know, I'll cover the car payment. How? I believe it or not, to answer questions, I have actively going to do the DoorDash, actively looking to flip on the Uber thing. Everything is on the table. And it's important that you guys know that because this is a story about, you know, in real life. This is what's going on right now. Have no, like, I'm not trying to be homeless vlogger. However, I may become homeless vlogger. I didn't go to the Philippines to be a Philippine blogger. I just happened to be in the Philippines and vlogging. I have 3,000 videos. I didn't know really what I was doing. I started making videos every day. That's how I got monetized. I made them every day. I want to make videos every day right now till I get out of being homeless, which I am homeless. I am not looking for a place in Vegas. That is for sure. To clarify that too, I'm just trying to address the loads of questions. But in that same breath, I will say that yes, I'm looking for the job. I People go, oh, don't you have friends and family? No, I do have friends and family. I could go to Chicago. I don't want to go to Chicago. Florida too, same thing. Oklahoma, I got lots of help in Oklahoma. Yes, I landed in LAX. And again, just this is the real life vlog. I, many of you ask, so I don't know what I'm watching. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making a video about it. I hope I'm over the jet lag. If anything, the ride, 17 hours. That's why a lot of people don't go. It's a long ways away. There's a lot of unknown over there. I can remember the first time I landed in China. Much, much different than I even thought it would be. I hope this doesn't go the full 14 days. To stay locally for about a week, in the short term stays, I'm probably looking at, maybe $400 to pony up the cost. I think this being day three, basically, I probably have 12 more days, and then we're out of here. We are out of here. Audi 5000, someplace west. Many of the places we are talking about, I will guess go into more detail. I've thought a lot about El Paso and even the surrounding areas, or maybe even down a little more Brownsville, or maybe closer to where SpaceX is. No particular reason. Also, kind of in that area, Roswell and Alamogordo. I'm probably saying that wrong. Also, Taos, and also Pueblo. Lots of looking at Oklahoma City. I'm not sure. I have connections in Oklahoma City as well, and people that want to give me work. But again, that's kind of like the Chicago thing, which I talked about. I got a lot of help in Chicago as well. I don't want to go to Chicago and be freezing. And if I hit the ground over there, they have parking and stuff like that, which, paid for parking or whatever. So, terrible. Other than that, There's also some look at Denver, Colorado. I have connections in that area as well. But these are some of the places that I'm considering and looking for employment. I don't know what that looks like. Also, maybe to fill in other, I've basically gone downhill for about 3 years. So there you go. However, in that, again, kind of the same breath situation, there's been some positive changes, but with the way tech has gone with AI and different things change a lot very quickly. So some of it, has affected me, and so I mean, just time to do something else. The biggest thing, though, to also keep in mind is it's becoming quite clear at 50 that no retirement, no backup monies, no nothing. It's kind of real. I mean, even if I would have kind of just from an early age put aside like $20, and I could have, and I should have, and really honestly, I had a few jobs and didn't stay on them. Kind of you know opportunities, and it definitely seems like I should have took some of that more seriously for anybody. But a good flip side example of that would be this other gambler that I know, known to the channel as High Stakes Danny, went the other route, and he is retired. Worked 25 years or whatever, and then thank you, walked out the next day. Basically, I believe told his boss that same day, "Oh, hey, adios, amigo, I'm out of here." He talks about he has this list that is a real checklist of people that didn't make it, right? Were in his class, right? And he was municipal worker. I mean, I just want to kind of, and he got the check. He's on the check. I personally, the way I feel, and again, if I had a plan, this might have been the plan, is kind of like, well, one, I was kind of went through life in the disbelief that I would reach this point. Oh, I'll be all right. But I wouldn't say I was oblivious, but I certainly, like I said, things like healthcare are important. Saving for the future, important stuff. One one lesson I did learn, and I failed at that lesson yet again, is the car. A car on payments is almost certain financial problem. But I yet have tried again to see if I can't beat it, right? Car payments. It's the first car payment, very, 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 very long time. Had no choice really. In my mind, again, kind of a silly thing. I needed reliable transportation. I mean, that's what I needed. We'll see what happens. It's a gamble. Payments start promptly at 30 days. So, it was a gamble because I went for the car first. Like I said, have some opportunities, but we'll see what the next move is. And I will bring it to you on video. Another day. Life on the streets. Tell me about it in the comments.